Guys, it's Narelle here, and welcome to a new video. This video is going to be my long-awaited entry into my friend Tsuchronicl's contest for 2018. Her theme was out of the ordinary, and let me tell you guys, I was stumped for a couple of years with this theme because I literally had to think. So I'm going to show you guys the process that I did behind my entry, and after that, you'll see the coloring of the entry. Well, not the entry, but the idea I actually went with. Okay, so here's the behind the scenes of the entry contest. I always recommend you guys to actually whip out a cheap sketchbook and do thumbnails of your entry, because sometimes your first entry may not be the best one, and I learned oh so heavily from that. So I whipped this out and I started thumbnailing some ideas. Lately I've been making a lot of new characters that I need to stop doing, and I thought I could use this theme to bring them out, to make you guys know them and love them more. But once I saw these two ideas, I'm like, they're basic, I don't think it fits, so I moved on. And then here's two more new characters of mine. I was like, maybe I could turn their profession into something that's out of the ordinary. And then I'm like, again, it's basic, it's something that is seen before. And then I got this idea after sleeping on it for a night about children's dreams, because it's perfectly ordinary for children to have dreams and want to accomplish those dreams, but it's unordinary for these kids to actually think, hey, I will get my dream to come true. So you will see my entry when I'm coloring it, but a part of it deals with the kid's superhero self, as in an RPG character. And this is actually the rough draft that I did of that character. I know the anatomy is like all over the place, but again, guys, this is a sketchbook in which I just rough out things. So this is all the behind planning for my entry. Alrighty guys, so this is going to be the coloring portion of my contest entry. As for the materials, I drew, colored, and inked this drawing all in my Canson Mixed Media sketchbook. Over the past couple of months, I've been hating this sketchbook. A lot of people are just like, Narelle, why do you not like this sketchbook? The sketchbook's amazing. If you guys don't know, the paper type in this sketchbook is changed. It's not the same like it was a year ago. So I actually told myself, Narelle, do not get another one of these sketchbooks. And then I didn't listen to my advice, and I got another one. And this is my current sketchbook, by the way. And I'm like, you know what? This paper is decent for the work I want to do, so I actually chose to do my entry in this sketchbook. And let me tell you, the paper pulled through. I actually really love it. I love it a lot, so I'm actually pretty happy about this. So maybe this sketchbook is coming back into my good graces. So yes, I did that. I sketched it out with a Graph Gear mechanical pencil. I actually freaking love this pencil. I lined it with a brush pen I got a couple of days ago, and it's amazing. I've had a lot of mixed feelings with brush pens, but with this one, I like it. I'm living for it. And then I did the base colors with my Tsuchronicl watercolors, and then on top, I went over with Prismacolor coloring pencils. And then for the highlights, I used my Uniball Signo white gel pen. And then for the gold effects, I used my Uniball Signo metallic pen and my Uniball Signo glitter pen. So that's pretty much it for all of the supplies I've used on this drawing. It's really not much, but I just really want to say it just in case you guys want to know, and just in case you guys want to get the same effects that I got. So going into my entry, like I said, my entry is based off the idea of childish dreams, because since this theme is out of the ordinary, I really had to bend my idea a lot to make it make sense, because you could take childish dreams and apply it to many different things. And for this theme itself, I don't really think it fits it the way I want it to go, but the more I twisted it, the more it makes sense. So hopefully you guys will get where I'm going. So basically, it's pretty much so ordinary for a little child to have a dream for themselves and to believe that that dream will come true when they're older. But when you actually grow up, guys, there are some factors that go into things that we want to be in life that might sway us to be like, hey, maybe that isn't for me after all. But I really wanted my child and my drawing to be that type of child that even though his parents or his adversaries told him his dream isn't going to come true, he's like, no matter what, I'm going to be what I want to be. And that's what he's saying in the bubble. It basically says, I'm going to be the best hero. And yes, so that's pretty much how I kind of went about it. So hopefully you kind of get my thought process of the ordinary and the unordinary. So yes, and I actually did have 2 more inspirations. I was really inspired by the song 7 Years by Lucas Graham. One of the lines in the song is, even the smallest voices can make it major. And then in the Bible, if you guys read the Bible, come on now, not forcing religion up in here, but if you read the Bible, you notice that a lot of the people God used to use his works were the most ordinary people. They were the most basic people you could find on the streets, and they made such a powerful move in the Bible. And I'm like, maybe I just really want to apply that for my image, and that's the reason why I made my main character stay a little child, because children are really making a big impact in the world today. I'm like shook because some children are geniuses. They can play the piano at 2 years old. Some of them can draw legit Leonardo da Vinci type of art, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to be where you are at. Let me be like 20 years younger. But anyway, so that's the reason why I really wanted to keep it as a child. So yeah, and the sketching process for this picture itself took a little bit because I didn't know what I wanted the child to do. First, I had him surrounded by boxes with toys, and then I erased that because I'm just like, I think that's kind of basic, and I'm like, what can I make him do? And then that's when I drew his hand with a sword, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. And then I actually was like, hey, maybe he could have a hero self, because it kind of reminds me of that video game I made a couple of years back. So that's the reason why you saw that hero sketch, and I made this hero from the backside, because I don't know, I think seeing the person's back shows how strong they are, and that's the reason why I have the child sit on a rock, because a rock symbolizes strength and foundation, and you basically have someone there to keep you up and keep you believing in what you wanted to believe in. And the triangle is just a triangle. So yeah, so that's pretty much my entry. I really love it. Yes, my entry isn't the most detailed entry that I have seen out of the contest entries for this contest, but overall I really love how my entry turned out. I love how simplistic I took with it, and I really do think the way I described it makes a more bigger impact, I think, for my drawing. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have entered her contest, let me know. Link your entries in my comment box below. I would love to see them and comment on them. And good luck to everyone who's entering Sue's contest. Sue is such an amazing person. She's such a sweetie pie. I freaking love her. And Sue, thank you so much for having another great contest. So here's the final image of my piece. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.